Good morning, morning musings in the studio. Today's studio is my kitchen. I am cooking for a family meal today. Um, should be ready in a few hours. So I've moved my studio into the kitchen. Um, I hope you guys can hear me and it's all good. So I was thinking about um, how when you get lost in daily life and how important it is to connect, to have these tiny moments of presence, of being in the now, of um, just connecting to everything that's happening around you at the same time. And of course, when you're in a rush and you're preparing food and you're cooking and the um, uh, you have to think about what you're doing, especially when you're cooking, right? So it's this moving in, and like I get lost um in the act of cooking, of preparing, of the things that I have to do, putting things in order and figuring out how it's all going to work. And then I have this moment of whoop, I just kind of pull myself out and assess the whole process all at the same time. And it's pretty cool. And I wasn't always able to do this. I really did spend years developing, to get to the point of being able to connect momentarily. Some people are able to do it much easier. It's not easy for me. I can get so lost in the process. And then, then the day just goes by and there's no connection. There's no balance. I tend to think that as humans, we have a connection to the more abstract, energetic realms. And we're also, in this physical world and we've got to do things. And, we kind of balance on, this heart area, which is kind of like the, just the balancing point of that teeter-totter, right? I mean, you're going to either live in this energetic abstract area, which I'm really good at, or you're going to be like in the physical and like getting things done and being organized and putting it all together, which I am not very good at. So I've had to do a lot of balancing. And it seems like if I'm at this balancing point, and I'm kind of getting there in my life, at nearly 60. So I'm kind of getting there. And when I'm really busy preparing a meal, getting things done, making sure it's all going to work out and be ready on time, that I don't burn the food, which I can do very easily because I get distracted, and then having these moments of stepping out, connecting, kind of incorporating the thoughts that are happening, the things that I'm contemplating, like in the back of your mind, and being attentive to the daily tasks of what you're doing. So in today's studio, in my kitchen, which is not as tiny as my studio space, I am working on this balance, this connective area in my heart. And like I talk about how we have to limit creativity in order for us to use it, right? It comes in, there's the awareness, you have that inspiration where you visualize, oh, this could be a really cool painting. What if I did it like this? What if I did it like that? What if, right? And then you communicate it out, doing your little thumbnail sketches. And then, you do come to this decision making, this balance point where you're like, yeah, I really like this idea. So I'm going to move it down into the physical realm while I make the decision. Get your paints out, get your canvas out, put it all together, and you actually begin then that flow, that creative connection where you paint your painting or bake your beautiful cake, or you go and Happy New Year from Savannah. Ah, hey, I used to live in Savannah, and it's one of my favorite towns ever. Good morning. Good morning. Oh dear, now I just lost my train of thought. Hold on. Corby, it's really good to have you guys here. Happy New Year from Savannah. Alexakis, are you Greek? Charis. You must be a Chari. I'll check it out. Anyway, so if I remember what I was talking about, you can hear my pressure cooker is going. It's a matter of coming to that point of balance when you say, yeah, I really want to paint this painting, and you move it through and you create it and put it out into the world. Well, in my kitchen today, it's the same thing. I'm creating the idea. Well, we created it yesterday, and oh dear. Oh, we do know each other. I have to see your picture. I have to see your picture. I'm gonna go look you up. Forgive me. Sorry, bre. Okay. Anyways, I got to keep my thoughts going. So, it's the same thing. You come into the kitchen, you begin the preparation, you visualize it, you want to know how it's going to look, how it's going to turn out. You put all the stuff together, you saute the onions, you put in the thing. I'm making gigantes, which are, I guess, broad beans in the oven with tomato sauce and, olive oil and lots of onions, and it's just delicious. But moving that down, and it's the same kind of process. And the thing that I'm interested in is this continual stepping aside, this continual connecting, putting myself outside of my head, out of this, things that I need to get done, and connecting and just coming back into the full flow of my inner creative channel, getting out of the way, just connecting and being present with the moment. And it may be just 3 seconds, but the more I do it, hello, Art Room Talks. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for joining. I love that you're here from India. Oh, welcome. Welcome. So connecting to that deep inner channel, which is always there. And you guys, like I say, creativity, the creative energy is always available to you. It's always there. It never gets blocked from you. You block yourself from it. So these little practices, like in the kitchen today, of just momentarily stepping aside, connecting, even if it's just for one breath, is enough to keep burning those coals to keep everything moving in that direction or expanding outwards from, where you are, where I am today. And I think it is why I think that no matter where you are, whether you're in your art studio, in your kitchen, driving on a busy road, on an airplane, wherever you are, that is your studio. You carry it with you. You are always there. It's just a matter of, are you opening yourself up to it, just clearing away the junk, the decluttering this inner channel that this creative energy and the flow can come through you. So yeah, I understand that, Corby. Once I start working, nothing else exists outside that creative sphere. It is amazing. And so now that I'm cooking, it's the same thing. If I'm connected to my preparation of the meal and I'm present with and I'm not off all over the place, the meals almost always turn out good, if not always. And when I'm elsewhere cooking, just because I have to cook and my mind is in my art studio over there, I may burn it. There's not enough salt. It's just not good because my energy wasn't there. That creative flow wasn't there. It was just gone. So lessons for today, for me anyways, is whether I'm in the kitchen, whether I'm in the studio, whether I'm walking down for a cold water swim, my studio is with me always. It's just a matter of coming into moments of presence. If that's all I can do, that's good enough, right? Whatever you can do is good enough. And there's no right or wrong. It's all a process for however long the process takes, Oh, I see. So you were having a bad art block now. You cannot manage my kitchen job and studio together. Don't manage them all together would be my suggestion. Take what you can manage. If it's just the kitchen, then it's just the kitchen. Don't even worry about getting into a creative flow at all. Let it go. I think maybe the only thing, what works for me, anyways, is to just let go. Just even if I'm sitting on the couch and watching some, I don't know, series, some stupid thing on TV, that alone can be very, very productive for your creativity. Sometimes we need to step away. And I think another really, really good thing to do, no matter how blocked you are, is to go in and set the timer and for 30 minutes and paint or draw whatever it is that you do, anything. Give yourself permission that this is going to be a bad painting. This is not going to be, I don't care. That's not what the purpose of this. The purpose of it is to maintain the practice. So I've done that quite a bit. I'll go in and say, okay, I'm just going to paint the worst thing that I can paint. And I'll put up a lemon or I'll put up something and I'll do it really quick. Or like my face, if I do a self-portrait, they're always really bad. and I'll take that, paint it, and just if my focus is on the act of painting for a half an hour or 20 minutes, if my focus is there and I don't care if it's going to be good or bad, that alone will help release. It will help release that stuck energy, right? and it's somewhere within you that's just not in sync and not working. Um, uh, that's what I do. That's one of my favorite practices. And a lot of times I'll take the painting or the drawing or whatever it is that I'm doing that I know is bad, and I'll just like take it to the fireplace and burn it and let it go. So that there's no attachment to the bad painting or to the bad drawing. There's no attachment to it. It's just a matter of creating it, even creating a bad one and letting it go. Create it, let it go. And that's it. I've got some other things that I do. Like one of the things of just letting go of a bad painting block, creative block, and just switching it up. And I may just disappear from my studio for, I mean, sometimes it can actually go into like a month, and I'll turn to writing. Like I'll just journal out pages and I crumple them up and throw those away or burn them or something. I mean, I just get rid of it. Nothing to latch onto, nothing to grasp. And it seems to work really well for me. Um, Sometimes I'll sit on the couch and watch a whole series like all day, just, and then the next day I come in and I'll do one of those little practice drawings and then get rid of it or keep it or paint over it, put some gesso and just paint over it. Usually when I do those little practice things, I will do it in acrylics or gouache. So you can just, you can just get rid of it easily and then redo it the next day, however many days I need, I'll do it. But I think it's important to be persistent about doing the practice, about connecting with your creativity. It's always there. It's always there. And a lot of times just cleaning out and decluttering and just, I don't know, um, paint yourself like 10 really, really bad paintings, just awful. The worst things that you can do, just paint out that emotion of being stuck. That works for me as well. So I have, oh, thank you, Corby. Thank you so much. It works for me, and all I can do is talk about what works for me, and maybe it will be useful to you as well. Um, that's that's all I want to do, right? And keep sharing here. I'm loving these morning musings. I'm going to have to get back to my food. And I hope to see you all here again tomorrow. And yeah, tomorrow I think I'll be back in my studio. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, everyone. Just step outside of the mind. Oh, sweetie, if you want, send me a message. Connect with me. You're on YouTube. Send me a message if you want to talk about it. I'm here. Okay. Okay. I'm here. And I've been there, right? I know exactly what you mean. So yeah. So going to fix myself up and be happy and fun and whatever, right? Just doing what I can do today. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Take care.